The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Thanks for joining us. A lot to get to today. I hope everyone is watching live on YouTube, youtube.com/The David Pakman Show, including everybody from the Too Informed to Vote Republican Facebook page and the I Love It When I Wake Up in the Morning and Barack Obama is President Facebook page. Check those out. Dunkin Brands, of course, the management ownership group of the Dunkin Donuts franchises that we are all very, very familiar with, is lobbying the government to change their definition of full-time work from at least 30 hours per week to 40 or more hours per week. Now, why are they doing this? Well, CEO Nigel Travis told the Financial Times that this would mean Dunkin' Donuts would have fewer workers to insure under, of course, President Barack Obama's Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, which says big employers must provide health care coverage to all full-time employees and their dependents or face a penalty. So you increase the number to 40 hours per week, means you can have a whole bunch of people working 38 hours per week, essentially full-time work, but not getting any of the benefits, any of the time off. And when you actually think about it, someone working, if this happened, if someone works 38 hours per week and they have part-time status, they are really probably working as much or more as someone who has full-time status, if you take into consideration, depending on how it's structured, paid vacation and paid sick time, so on and so forth, and the wage differential that typically exists and the value of those benefits. You really do have someone who at 38 hours a week legally may not be working full-time, but essentially is.
Right.
Okay. So what is going to happen now? This is not the first company to do this, right? We've covered a lot of these extensively. A Wendy's franchisee in Omaha, Nebraska said he's going to get all non-management employees down to 28 hours a week to get under that 30-hour per week barrier or ceiling for full-time work. And we've heard about a number of other companies, Taco Bell franchises, and of course Darden Restaurants, which owns Olive Garden and Red Lobster, made huge waves around election time with threats about what they would do if President Obama is reelected and regarding the Obamacare bill. Now, at face value, this is ridiculous. You think it's a good plan to have food service workers not have health insurance and have them handling your food? And of course, they're making less money, making it less difficult for them to afford going to the doctor in the first place if they're in a state with no safety net like Massachusetts. So what do? They're sick, but they go into work because they can't afford to take the day off and they don't have health care anyway. And then they handle your donuts and they're sick. This is the height of absurdity, Lewis, at face value.
Well, I mean, I think just about any large company would try to do whatever they can to save money. And
Incorrect. We have heard from a lot of, some are calling them heroic, I call them logical thinkers, companies who have said, you know what, we're going to do this and we're going to do it gladly, or this is nothing because we've been doing this for the last 20 years because this is the right thing to do. Our employees are happier, more productive, meaning they are sick less, and we have lower turnover, and it really makes sense financially.
Well,
it's very short-sighted to think that this is the obvious thing companies should want to do.
I think it's human nature to think that, well, if I'm paying more money, that's bad. I mean, right?
But it's incorrect because long term.
Yeah, but do we really? I mean, we know that people aren't actually thinking about this and thinking about the details.
The other thing specifically with Dunkin' Donuts, though, is that most Dunkin' Donuts locations are franchisee owned, right? In other words, Dunkin' Brands does not own them. And this is actually going to hurt. For example, I know some franchisees of Dunkin' Donuts in Massachusetts. One who owns, I think it's 7 or 17 stores. I don't remember. And he was saying, actually, it's a couple of people who own the stores together, saying, this is bad press for us, not because we have any interest in moving full-timer or part-timers to full-timers to part-time work on the books or not providing health care, but because the bad press here in liberal Massachusetts is just going to hurt us. And that's the reality. This is going to be bad for the employees, but it's also going to be bad for those small business owners that the right claims to be so concerned about.
Right. This is kind of like the Papa John's thing, right? Like, oh no, now people are going to have to pay 10 more cents and all full-timers are going to have these great benefits now.
Right.
I mean, how many thousands of people? You know?
It's incredible that this is what's taking place. But I guess now I won't go to Dunkin' Donuts anymore. Oh, wait a second. That's right. I already don't go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, not even if you need a little boost, grab a little coffee, and you're in a rush.
I don't drink coffee.
That's right. That's right.
And the hot chocolate there is disgusting. I can assure you that. It comes out of this Yeah, I don't even want to get into it. It's equivalent of where a movie theater butter comes out of. Let's put it that way.
Some type of machine.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.